extroverts make the best leaders. Do you buy that? I don't buy it. You can be an extrovert and you can be a great leader, but come on. I'm Steve Bederman, here to talk to you today about some of the myths in business that we hear all the time and get redone on LinkedIn and elsewhere, where you begin to start to believe it just because you're hearing it a lot. So one of the biggest myths is this idea that to be a great leader, you really need to be an extrovert. You need to have charisma and you need to pull it off, per se. And, I don't think that's necessary. I'll look at myself. When I began in my career, I was shy. I'm still shy. I'm not always behaving shy, but in the deepest part of me, that's who I am. Now, at first, though, I was shy because I was scared. I was scared because I didn't know who I was. I didn't understand my goals. I didn't understand group speak. There were just so many things that made me insecure that it resulted in me being shy. Now, today, I would assure you that most people don't say, hey, Steve's shy. If you know me deeply, maybe so. But other than that, you're not going to say that. But am I an extrovert? I would even imagine some people would say that. Look, I'm sitting here talking to you. I have confidence in what I'm talking about. But here's what I think. I think please don't stop working towards your own ability to be a leader because you don't feel that you're an extrovert or you don't feel you have charisma. Get to where you know your material. To know your material means you have to know what you believe in. So how did I go from being shy and scared to being confident and meeting the success formula that I've met in my life? And a lot of it was public speaking. A lot of it was the risks that go with that and being out in the public forum. So I did it because I stayed with it. I continued to try. I began to realize that nobody was perfect and that I certainly, if leadership and success in my career required me to be perfect, that would never happen. But I also examined. So I'm a big believer that you have to do the work if you're going to be successful. Don't cut corners. And that means become a student of whatever you're managing and whatever you intend to lead. What are the benefits of somebody who is an introvert but secure within themselves in terms of what they can be in terms of a leader? Well, come on. One of the benefits is the comfort that may surround them when they ask questions and just listen and allow you to talk, allow you to think, allow you to gain your own respect around your own ideas. An introvert oftentimes is someone that summarizes what you're doing. They summarize what other people are saying. So whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, I don't think that's the key to importance. I would say this, that really good speech givers can be extroverts. They're really good at it. They're really good politically at telling the story. They're diplomatic and they have charisma and people come to them because of what they may feel in the air. But leadership is not that. Leadership, that's a speech, okay? And maybe there's a lesson in the speech, but leadership is bringing forces together taking those forces, bringing to them the most common and emphatic ideas and ideals, helping build a plan around it, and assuring it, enforcing it, moving it, and seeing the vision for where that moment can be and what that can do for the next moment to come. That's what a leader is. A leader isn't an introvert or an extrovert. A leader isn't a personality or a charisma. A leader is the person that can pull all of that off. And that can, at the end, do it in their way that brings commonality into it. And really, it's the commonality that's important. It's the concept that leadership, a part of it, is connectivity. Because I can say absolutely the best things. I can enhance all the best ideas. I can give the secret to success. But if you can't relate to what I'm saying, if I can't give it to you in a relatable way, then you're not going to be able to pull it off. You'll say, well, Steve can do that, but I can't. And come on. That doesn't make any sense. So, this idea that ceremonies are important in terms of standing up in front of people and the band playing behind them and they walking out with the flag and waving it and everybody adoring that person, just remember this, and I'll leave you with this. Adoration does not equal leadership. Pulling it all together, finding out how to take that all-together thing to the next level, that's what counts. So this is Steve. Hope you liked it. Hope it helps you. Take care. Be a leader.